Join me as I dive into the crazy ups and downs of Jackson Holliday's journey and see if I can uncover the real story behind his insane MLB comeback. Jackson Holliday was once the golden boy of baseball, touted as a top prospect with a promising future ahead of him. But as we all know, the MLB can be a cruel mistress, and Holliday's journey to stardom wasn't without its fair share of bumps and bruises. One of the biggest obstacles Holliday faced was a series of injuries that just wouldn't quit. He'd get close to breaking back into the lineup, only to suffer another setback that would leave him sidelined for weeks. It was a vicious cycle that tested his patience, his dedication, and his resolve. On top of that, Holliday struggled to find consistency at the plate, leading to a prolonged slump that had fans and scouts alike questioning his abilities. It seemed like the MLB was just too much for him to handle, and many wrote him off as a bust. The pressure to perform was mounting, and Holliday's confidence was taking a beating. Despite all this, Holliday refused to give up. He worked tirelessly behind the scenes, putting in the extra hours at the gym, in the batting cages, and on the practice field. He revamped his swing, his throwing mechanics, and his overall approach to the game. It wasn't easy, there were still plenty of doubts and fears lingering in the back of his mind, but Holliday was determined to prove his doubters wrong. He drew inspiration from his teammates, his coaches, and even his family, and slowly but surely, he began to rebuild his game. The progress was slow, but it was palpable. Holliday started to feel like himself again, like the player who'd once been touted as a future all-star. The bat started to come around, the glove started to shine, and the arm started to pop. It was like a weight had been lifted off his shoulders, and Holliday was finally able to let his talent shine through. There were still moments of frustration, of course, but they were no longer debilitating. Holliday had finally found his footing, and it was about time. The moment of truth arrived when Holliday made his much-anticipated return to the MLB. The wait had been agonizing, but the payoff was worth it. Holliday went yard in his first at-bat, sending a rocket shot into the upper deck. It was like the whole stadium erupted in celebration, and Holliday's teammates mobbed him in the dugout. For one fleeting moment, all the hardships, all the doubts, and all the tears disappeared, replaced by pure, unadulterated joy. Holliday was back, and he was here to stay. Holliday's comeback wasn't just about personal redemption, though, it was also about the impact he had on those around him. Fans who'd once written him off as a bust were now chanting his name, hanging on his every at-bat, and celebrating every milestone. His teammates looked up to him as a leader, a true warrior who'd faced down his demons and come out on top. And Holliday himself? He was a beacon of hope for anyone struggling to find their way, a reminder that no matter how dark things get, there's always a way back to the light. In the end, Holliday's story teaches us that perseverance is the greatest comeback of all. It's not about being perfect, it's about being resilient, about refusing to give up even when the odds are stacked against you. So what do you guys think about Holliday's incredible comeback? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos on the most epic MLB comeback stories. Trust me, you won't be disappointed.